Now, there was another situation that's come up over there that they pulled Jade Cargill back. And this is intriguing. I was one that said they should go slow with her and, maybe even give her a run in NXT. And there's a lot of people that have come into WWE with a lot more experience that they started in NXT. And I almost felt like when they brought her into WWE, they slotted her in there to almost say, "Hey, look, we stole your toy, Tony." It was that kind of felt like that to me, but I felt like they rushed her. And then when you saw some missed spots at Clash at the Castle, and it just you just knew something was a little bit off. And it's nothing against Jade. I think that she is going to be a generational talent in time. But I think what everybody forgot was when she came into AEW, she only had wrestled about 70 matches in her career. And going into WWE and doing some of the things they were asking her to do, that you have to be at a little higher level than that. And when you're going into a triple threat tag team match with people that are a lot more experienced than she was. I mean, you look at the group that she was in there with, that was that was a group that if it would have been anybody else, there's no way she would have been in with those people. So this is going to be very interesting to see what they do with Jade Cargill, Coach. And I'm curious to hear what you think about what they're going to do with Jade from this point, because, man, now you put the brakes on a little bit. This is a little awkward for her.
Yeah, but if she wants to be in the big time, she's got to learn that WWE system. And whether that's more time at the Performance Center or more time in promo classes, workshopping different things, I think she's dedicated. She was a college basketball player, so she has the work ethic and the determination to make her dreams come true. Yes, she was pushed hard. They tried giving her the Bianca Belair rub. It worked for a little while, but I think they're going to cool her off and get her a new coat of paint and bring back Jade in a way that we might have never have seen before. So there's a lot of options. Who knows? Maybe she can go to the Wyatt family. Maybe she can do this. Maybe she can do something else, because WWE has been surprising us with things that, a lot of us haven't even come up with in our little predicting mode that we get into. So there's a lot of options for Jade. Maybe she goes into that speed program where it's those minute and 30 matches so she can get a couple squashes in. So there's a lot of things that they can do with Jade to get her back on top.
Yeah, I think that it was one of those things where, AEW was booking her properly for the talent and the experience that she had, because when you look back on it, it was kind of, and I don't want to insult Bill Goldberg, but it was Goldbergy. She would come in a lot of mostly shorter matches, squash people, because that was, she was a beast. She's coming in there. She's bigger. She's stronger. She's faster than everybody else. She should be going in and destroying people. But, you move her into a situation with WWE, it's a little different. There's a lot of great athletes in WWE. So you're not, even though you are still a very dominant physical figure, it's not like it was in AEW where she doesn't stand out physically quite as much. So it was a tricky spot for them. And I mean, you're going in there and, you think about some of the physical figures that there are in WWE, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Shayna Baszler. I mean, there are people that could physically match up with her in WWE as opposed to AEW, where you really didn't have many people that could do that. So there was a huge difference there. And I don't know if WWE really anticipated that. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm curious to see what happens, Coach.
And I hope the best for her. I mean, NXT I think would be a good move down, because those girls, nothing against them, but she can dominate those girls. I mean, there's a couple bruiser women in NXT, but I think she can go in as as the storm is coming and really bring a storm to NXT. And I think, again, that would be that little extra dig on the AEW now with Ethan Page being champion. You make Jade the champion. NXT is getting more viewers now than Dynamite. So, I think the war is not as blatant as it was between WCW and WWE back in the day. But I think in the back room, I think Triple H wants to show and exert his dominance, not to crush AEW, but just to show him who's boss.